Well, to take one step back from that, I think that one mistake that I always see on kind of panels and discussions like this is assuming that we're going to have an either-or situation. So in other words, if we move towards more individualized buying or more individualized targeting, you have to do that exclusively at the expense of demographic targeting. And I think it depends what you're trying to do.
Objective first.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that, but yes, I think the trend has to be towards getting closer to the person. But the other thing that's going on, I think, is that we often tend to misdefine the problem. So when we look at people trading on adults turn 554 or whatever, we think that's because that's what they believe to be the best way of doing it from understanding the audience point of view, which I think is false. I think the reason why people do it is because the problem is, how do you make that transaction quick?
Yes.
So programmatic is interesting from my point of view because it's the best way of getting to an agreed value.
Where you're not talking about speed of transaction, you're talking about value of data.
Well, yeah, it's speed of getting to an agreed value. So without sounding too wanky about the whole thing, but like I think the reason why you've got 4 demographic groups is because it enables people to get buyers and sellers to get to an agreed value really quickly. Whereas and so if you go beyond that, if you make that a more refined target, you can't get to that agreed value quickly.
It becomes
so
very dynamic very quickly.
Yeah, so if you're still doing it human to human, I'm saying yes. Well, I want to buy people who have caravans and have housewives for kids. Then it's not that you couldn't get to an agreed value, but it's going to take you a long time. And if media agencies are operating at 2% margin, they're not going to take that time.